Hey everyone, Thyworm here with today's small look at another action RPG, a bit of an older one. It is Warhammer 40,000 Inquisitor Martyr. This game was released in the summer of last year, got a mixed reception, but also very recently it received a big update. I got this game on sale a while ago. I can't really remember what I paid, but it was around 25 euros. And a few days ago I started playing. Here are my first impressions after streaming the game for 2 evenings and playing for about 8 hours. Of course, we're starting off with the hardest part of the game, picking a class. There are 3 classes to choose from. We got the Assassin, the Crusader and the Psyker. The latter is more of a mage magic type of character, although I don't think this Warhammer universe has magic, but fine. The Crusader is the heavily armored heavy hitter, which I would normally pick, but today it is time for an Assassin. After choosing your main Inquisitor, there are 3 subtypes to choose from as well. The Infiltrator is more focused on dual wielding and stealth. The Sniper is, well, a sniper. And the Eradicator seemed like a lot of fun with both snipers and shotguns, but for now I opt to go melee style, trying to sneak up on enemies and performing surprise kills. Besides that, I'm a sucker for dual wielding. We're presented with story mode versus challenge mode. The latter is more for experienced action RPG players. They even said veterans. Veterans, guys. I do consider myself a veteran, actually, if only for my age, so challenge mode it is. We create our girl Eleanor and drop into the first mission. Martyr is very much a story-driven action RPG. It has cutscenes, a lot of pretty decent voice acting, rendered cinematics and engaging storylines. You're landing on this absolute massive ghost ship, the Martyr, hence the name of the game, and it's up to you to figure out what happened here. There's this shroud of secrecy hanging around it as well. You're flying in blind, get shot down, and then the tutorial missions begin. My action RPG veteran status is immediately burned down because I'm feeling a little overwhelmed with all the options presented to me. That pretty much always happens though with games like this, and it's usually a good sign because it means there's a bunch of gameplay mechanics in place. The tutorial takes you alongside several missions actually. Movement is done in the old-fashioned way by moving towards the mouse pointer. F interacts with objects, skills are activated by the num key 1 to 5 and everything else is rebindable, so you can set this up any way you want. I'm soon picking up my first gear and reading about the different abilities. What's pretty cool about this game is that your active abilities are dependent on your equipped weapons. When dual wielding swords, I can phase dash towards enemies and execute them using 1 and 2. If I equip a long sword, this massive two-hander, the abilities change. 1 is still a phase dash, but 2 has become a leap attack. By mixing different weapons, you are providing yourself with a different kit of abilities. I like it. There's more to discover though. Your 3 ability, which is your utility, changes as well, based on your equipment. Right now I have a frag grenade equipped, which I can throw using 3, but I can also equip mines, force fields, crit damage buffs, you name it. And this is true for your suit as well, which is activated using 4. Right now I have a stealth suit and pressing 4 enables stealth mode. That's super fun because I can stealth around enemies, open up by throwing a grenade and then phase dash in for the kill. Should I change my suit though, I might enable a massive slow around me with another suit or abilities like that. I really love this type of design. It is super versatile, easy to experiment with and overall allows for already a lot of variety. I'm leveling up a bit at this point, level 5, and got some passive abilities to spend. There's multiple skill trees here which unlock by doing certain challenges, or by leveling up, or by doing specific events. I make the assumption that general melee damage seems like a good choice, so I'm putting some points in that. And guys, if you want to see me live stream this game or you just got curious about it, join me on Twitch. I stream every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, haven't missed a day since we started some weeks ago, from 8 PM Central European time on twitch.tv/Thyworm. Come say hi and listen to good music, sip a whiskey, it's really nice. I'm encountering the Space Marine who doesn't take too long to start playing the hero. A clear mistake. Obviously, I'm the hero. This guy just gets his leg chopped off, now it's up to me to find a freaking doctor to clean up the mess. It has me traveling half of the universe actually. At the start of the game you're mainly moving through these spaceships and their steel-tight corridors, but later on I unlock basically an entire universe to explore with many different environments, such as the snow world for example. Also in terms of enemy variety, this really helps. It takes a few hours, but I reached a point where I unlocked the central hub as well, and while playing more and more features are available. Co-op, multiplayer, PvP, stores, storage, all that good stuff. It feels very organic the way these things unlock. My character is gradually getting stronger as well. I unlock more skill trees by completing challenges. I'm trying out different combinations of equipment, but find for now that the starting two-hander weapon with dash and leap is really my favorite combination. Story-wise, I'm starting to feel really immersed actually. The Warhammer universe isn't well known to me, but the narrative here is intriguing. There's this ghost ship that seems to have a mind of its own. It's able to go to warp speed by its own devices, for example. There's been a team led by an Inquisitor before you arrived, and that team is now gone. A shady deal has gone down. Lord Klosterheim, that Inquisitor, went rogue and also went missing. Piece by piece you solve the puzzle. Although the guy at this moment in time is still a mystery to me. I'm starting to get really involved with the lore and want to know how this story ends, which incentivizes me to keep playing, and while writing this, I'm really excited for tonight's stream, where we will continue this journey. Also quite interesting is the combat in this game. It's very tactical actually. This isn't the kind of game where you can just run in and start killing people, at least not with the assassin. You need to think about these encounters, especially when taking on bosses. Going stealth first, thin the herd a bit by throwing some grenades, moving for the kill, and then use dash as well for mobility and avoiding a bunch of attacks. Super fun to do, well thought out, and executing these tactics is really fulfilling. After 4 hours of play I've reached level 15, my gear is mostly of artificial and rare quality, my damage output feels solid, I died once because I hit a few too many explosive barrels. There's a ton of systems and things that I have yet no clue about, such as the suppression mechanics, but also we have a pretty solid build, it would seem. I've been focusing on both melee damage and put some points in movement speed as well. Increased movement speed is always good in these kind of games. I increased it by around 30%, which really helps with exploring and running away from danger. I also equipped a gun as my secondary weapon set, so I can start doing some damage from a distance. This is super useful against turrets and other stationary targets that do a lot of damage from up close. At the second stream we're starting off with this mission to save a tech priest. After a few attempts we make it happen, and once again this guy unlocks something. Crafting this time. I haven't really crafted much just yet because I don't have a lot of blueprints. I do think it's not a bad idea to start deconstructing stuff, however, so from now on I'll be gathering materials that way. We're sent off to fight the Feral Beasts, a group that has done some shady deals with my main subject in our Inquisition, Lord Klosterheim. I'm traversing these ice plains, dealing with everyone in sight, and it doesn't take me long to clear out the entire field. Every single enemy falls by my hand. And once again the overall fluidity and combat effectiveness feels really good in this game. It's not a chore at all to clear an entire map of enemies. In fact, it's rather fun. After a few more missions, I've unlocked a bunch of other skill trees, some attribute points, which is yet another game mechanic, my gear got another overhaul, and I've reached level 23. By now I'm completely immersed into the storyline, which is just really good. It's supported by strong cinematics as well, which really get you a feel of how this world is looking.
Pray to the God Emperor to turn them into holy weapons. He might have stumbled along the way, and it falls upon me to finish what he had begun. I believe that the Martyr holds the key to our salvation. There is something hidden on this ship that could change the future of the Imperium. I will cleanse this place with holy fire and righteous wrath. I will be transformed by pain and faith. I will find the secret of Uther Tiberius.
Let me finish with some pros and cons based on my first impressions. Pros: great storyline, pretty cool looking graphics, sound and voice acting. A lot of customization, skill trees, game mechanics, crafting, etc. This game will keep you going for hours and hours. Cons: the visibility of the enemies. I had to turn on this red hue thing to make everyone visible, which is not ideal. I would rather just see them normally and look at their actual colors. And the controls, especially the mouse. I often misclick the hitboxes, and I'm not sure what's up with that. This never really happens to me in other clicky action RPGs, so I thought I would mention it. Overall, my first impressions are great, and I can't wait to play and stream more of this game. I'd love your first impressions about this video, to be honest, so please let me know in the comments down below. Thanks a lot for making it to the end. Subscribe for more first impressions about action RPGs and indie games. I'm on Twitter as well, where you'll find channel announcements, some personal stuff and interesting games and opinions. Thanks for watching. I will see you soon. Bye bye.